I've been talking to you guys about, WGU and kind of how my enrollment's been going. And I was going to skip over the financial part because, I thought it was just going to be, yeah, I paid, that was it. But there is a little bit more to that. And so for this video, I'd like to talk about that and kind of tell you, how much I'm actually going to have to pay because it's a little bit more than I thought it was. And I want to explain why and just kind of give you a little bit of information about it. For those of you who are unaware, there's a bunch of steps that you have to do in the enrollment process before you actually officially start WGU. And as of where I am right now, the financial side has just been completed. So really the only thing that's left is kind of the orientation and stuff, but those will be in future videos. I can't remember if there are differences in the prices for all the bachelor's degrees, but just so you guys know, I am doing the bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and information assurance, which from WGU's website, at least as of today, is $4,300. And I'll put the kind of breakdown of how they break down that $4,300 on the screen. Also remember that this is per term, which means that every 6 months, if you go into another term, you'll have to pay another $4,300. In my case, I'm going to try to get everything done in just one term. I chose to do this without looking up any scholarships or applying for any grants or anything like that, which I should have. So just so you guys know, in my particular situation, I am paying it 100% out of pocket. Okay, so let's break all of this down, assuming that I'm going to get this done in one term. So the first thing is, there's two different ways that I can go about paying this. So let's talk about both of them. Option number one is the easiest, but it's not actually the one that I'm going to be doing. Basically, you just pay it out straight up. 100%, you pay $4,300 and you pay it all in one lump sum. If you do that and you use a bank account, it's going to come up to $4,300. But you do have the option to also use a credit or debit card. Just note that if you use a credit or debit card, they will charge you an additional 2.85%, which is an extra $122.56. So in total, if you pay with a debit card, it is going to cost you $4,422.56 for the term. Option number two is going to cost you an additional $55 because there's something called a plan enrollment fee. And it's a one-time payment, so luckily you don't have to pay it 4 times, but you do have to pay a plan enrollment fee just to do the second plan, which is the one that I'm doing. Outside of the enrollment fee, you now have 4 different payments that you're going to have to make. And they're going to be 4 payments of the exact same amount. It just depends on what it is that you're going to do. So you're either going to do the bank account route, which will cost you $1,075 per month, which personally I'm not doing. I'm strongly against using my bank account, but to each his own, I don't really care. But for me, I'm going to do the credit or debit card route, which means it'll be 4 payments of $1,075, but then I'm also getting charged an additional 2.85%, which is an additional $30.64 per month. So my monthly payments will be $1,105.64. The other thing that's unique to the 4 payment plan is the due date. So when the stuff is actually due, because you're going to be making 4 payments over 4 months. And with me, I thought that the first payment would be due this month before I actually start WGU officially in January. That's not the case. So the way that it works is I had to pay the $55 fee, the enrollment fee to do the plan. You have to pay it up front. But then after that, you have the option to choose whether you want to have the payment due on the 1st or on the 15th. I chose the 15th because the 15th works best for me. And so what that means is my first payment is actually not due until January 17th. Second payment, February 15th, so on and so forth. But I was really surprised by that because I was fully prepared to pay my first month now, but I don't actually have to pay it until the middle of January. I'll probably still pay it a little bit earlier anyways, but that's just something I want you guys to know, that if you choose to go that route, you don't have to pay everything before you start WGU. You literally can just pay it, pay the $50 now, and then a month later, when you're actually into your first class and first term, that's when you actually can start making those payments. And so that's basically how payments work. Now remember, if you have scholarships or grants or something like that, the amounts will be different. There may be differences in how the pay actually works, but in my situation, that's how it is. So just to kind of sum all of it up real quick, if you are going to just be paying one big lump sum and you're going to use your bank account, it's only going to cost you $4,300. If you're doing one lump sum, but you're going to pay with a credit or debit card, it's going to cost you $4,422.56. And then if you are going to do the payment plan and you're going to use a debit or credit card, which is what I'm using, then for my total for the semester or for the term, it's going to come up to $4,477.56. What's next? Well, what's next should be the orientation, which will be on the 15th. That's in about 2 days. I will say that I probably won't put a video about that out until maybe over the weekend, just because Thursday is usually a busier work day, on top of the fact that I have an event on Thursday and then the orientation. So I don't think I'll be putting out a video that day, but that video will be coming soon after I get some information on it and I've actually attended it. If you're wondering about when I'm going to get my program mentor, I don't know. I was supposed to talk with my enrollment counselor on Monday, yesterday, but we had a few issues, a little bit of miscommunication, so it didn't happen. My next meeting with him is supposed to be on Thursday. It'll probably take place before the orientation, so hopefully I'll get some more information on my program mentor. Maybe I'll get to meet them. Maybe I'll find out when I'm actually going to get that program mentor. I don't know, but that should be coming soon. Hopefully I'll have some updates for you in the next video where I talk about the orientation. That's all the updates I have for now, though, so I will see you in my next video.